All right, it's COMP1050 Animation 2D Tools, Week 2, Part 1, and we're talking about our first assignment for this course. Assignment 1, it's due in 2 weeks, so it's January 30th, 2014 at midnight, exactly the same time as your other assignments due. But we'll see if you guys can, this one's worth 20%. All right, so this is a little bit more than the other one. It's just heavy duty. Do this instead of the other one. Yeah, that's right, because this is for 20, the other ones were 15, right? No. So what I'm asking you to do is do a banner ad, right? Okay. So you're going to use, this is the only one that I'm going to do basically is a pure Flash project. The other assignments I'm going to be giving you is all game stuff with ActionScript, right? So bear with it. Is it the most exciting assignment? No, it's not. But it'll teach you some really cool things about manipulating Flash. It'll force you to use Flash a little bit. And then with the stuff that you learn from here, you can progress into doing other things that are more complex. Right? So you're going to use your knowledge of Flash, CS6, and ActionScript. And again, we're going to make it very easy for ActionScript to create a Flash banner ad to promote one of the programs at Georgian College. All right? Any program you want. If you want to do computer science, or whatever, or if you want to do one of the other programs, it's going to be something practical. Imagine if you're in a, Georgian College has contracted you out to promote some of its programs in Flash banner ads. So there's 7 marks for ad content. So not a lot of content here. So your ad must promote one of Georgian College's current programs, 3 marks. Your ad must include animated text. So some kind of animation on the text I'm asking for. Right? And then your ad must also include some animated graphics. Now this is like lots of creativity potential here. You can do whatever you want with text and graphics, right? And that's worth a total of 7 marks out of 25, right? You have, the ad structure is like this. Your file type must be a SWF, okay? And the reason why is if I made it so that it's not, and if I wanted you to use Create.js or something, it would add complexity to the code, to the actual assignment. I'm not going to say that if you want to make it so that you want to use Create.js, that toolkit, then I'm not going to give you a bonus. I'll supply a bonus for that. But the requirements is for you to make it a SWF file. The file size has to be 150 kilobytes or smaller. Why? Because most of the ad services out there, if you go to Google or if you go to YouTube or whatever, they do not accept ads that are bigger than 150K. They will not accept them. So I'm going to adhere to those standards. Okay? Your file size is one thing. Now your image size, you have some options. I've given you some options. You can make a banner that's 468 by 60, standard banner, right? A square, 250 by 250, YouTube rectangle. And the reason why I said YouTube rectangle is because YouTube only accepts 300 by 250 for those kinds of ads, right? A skyscraper that's 120 by 600, and a mobile banner that's 320 by 100. And that's kind of a big banner for mobile, right? So those are the different options you have. You can choose any one of those, okay? I'm not asking for you to do all of them. Again, only one. Some people, I'm sure they're going to try and give me more. Graphic layout. Ads must take up the entire space of the image size you've chosen, okay? So some structure here. And they can't appear sideways or upside down. Ads can't be segmented, contain multiple copies of themselves within the ad, or appear to be more than one ad. Okay? So you can't put like 2 ads. You can't promote both, one program and the other program. It's going to be one ad, right? And by the way, these guidelines are the exact guidelines that I got from Google. Okay? They're not something that I made up off the top of my head. All right? So if you know these guidelines, once you know them, then they're good. If you're working for somebody else, you can produce these ads. Relevance and quality. Ads must be relevant to the Georgian College program you are promoting. So don't put in a baby face to promote computer science. That's not cool, right? You'll lose marks, right? Ad images must be clear and recognizable with legible text, right? So if your text is illegible, different colors, whatever, something they can't read, we're going to have an issue, right? So please don't do that. Strobing and flashing. Do not include any strobing or flashing in your ad. Google won't allow it, and many places won't allow it either. All right, so they don't like that kind of stuff. If it's something that's trying to get your attention by strobing and flashing, it's kind of illegal from a Google perspective, right? Trick to click. Don't make your ad so that it looks like an operating system, warning or something, or an error, right? Don't try and make your guys, I know it sounds funny, but people do this stuff all the time, right? Try and make a trick to click. Don't do that, right? It's got to be family safe, so no erotic pictures, right, in your ad, right? Or death. Don't show death scenes in your ad. We don't want that, right? Or any bad stuff, right? It's got to be family, family safe, right? Here's something interesting. The animation length cannot be more than 30 seconds. Dude, 30 seconds times 20 frames, that's like crazy amount of frames, right? So it's like 600 frames. You can't do more than that, right? To me, it's a lot. You have a lot to play with there, right? Your animation speed must be 20 frames per second or lower. And this is the standard for Google Ads. I think YouTube allows 24 frames per second, so slightly lower, but it won't go higher than that, right? Your ad may not have any sound embedded. So I'm giving you a free mark. Don't embed sound and you get a mark. You embed sound, you'll lose a mark, right? It's bad, right? Well, exactly, right? Your ad's animation must stop upon click and link you to the landing page related to the Georgian College program you are promoting. So please don't make a Georgian College program that links you to like some nudie site. That's not good. Even though you made the nice ad, I click on the ad, think, ooh, that's bad. I don't want to do that in front of I don't want to mark it in front of my daughter and she's going to go, Daddy, what's that? Right? I don't want to see that, right? I'm just being safe because this stuff can go anywhere, right? So that's your structure. It's pretty simple, some do's and don'ts, and there's 13 marks associated with what the ad's going to look like and so on, right? There's requirements for an external document. Again, a company logo, table of contents, a brief description of your ad and its purpose, like what are you promoting, and then a planning section that gives me some wireframing for your ad. So basically, hey, this is my design for my ad. I kind of put this together because I think it's important for you to plan before you produce any kind of thing on anywhere, right? So tell me what it's going to look like, label it, all that kind of stuff. It's 5 marks. There's no requirements for version control. There's no requirements for inline internal documentation because right now you're not doing anything other than making a clickable ad. The ad's got to be clickable, all right?
No.
Yeah. If it's not clickable, that's bad. I know. I'm just telling you. People think this is a really, this is easy, but believe me, once you start hearing to these silly requests, example, 150 kilobytes. Make sure your ad's 150 kilobytes. That's going to be challenge number 1, right? Anyways, the submission of work is the same. Your external documents are Word or PDF, and please zip up your files and send them out, throw them up. Level of complexity from this one, relative to the other one that you got this morning, right? This one is like a 4. The one you got this morning is like a 6. Okay, there's some complexity around it. So not a lot of complexity around these things, right? Quite simple. This is a straightforward ad. Please make it so that it's interesting. Like if it doesn't look like Georgian College, like you're promoting something that's like blocks. If I get 2 shapes that pass each other in the ad, and that's all I get, that's not an ad to me. Right? It's got to look like something that belongs to that you're advertising, your program. So please, some parts of the points, like you're getting some points for content, right? For relevance, and you're getting some content points for some of the graphics that are relevant to the program you're promoting. So it's almost like you're getting some free points just to create the content alone, right? So you need to do a little bit of research. Do I need you to be creative types and, create new content from nowhere? No. Take some stuff from existing words that exist on the website. Like you're going to get all your content from the web. And this is what you would do for your regular client. Your client might have some product or service they're selling, and all you're doing within 30 seconds or less, pretty much, is creating an ad, right? Something that's interesting. Questions? Again, very straightforward stuff. This is the only one that I'm going to give you with Flash, pure Flash, and ActionScript. And the next one will be something to do with the game.